Good evening, Dr. Cooper. My name is Brendan Callan, and I'm going to be talking about how initiatives and referendums allow citizens of Arizona the unique opportunity of, instead of relying on politicians, using direct democracy to propose new laws and make amendments to their state constitution that they deem necessary and important. So, basic definitions of initiatives and referendums. Initiatives allow qualified voters to propose ideas for laws or, in Arizona, amendments to their state constitutions. This is possible by receiving enough support from signatures on a petition, and once this occurs, the proposition will be placed on the ballot where citizens can vote in support or against it. Referendums exist when voters gain enough support through signatures on a petition to amend a law that's already been passed. So initiatives and referendums are created quite similarly in Arizona. In order for an initiative to be created in Arizona and reach the ballot, at least 10% of qualified electors must sign a petition. For an amendment to the state constitution, 15% of qualified electors must sign the petition. Referendums, on the other hand, exist once 5% of voters in respective local cities, towns, and counties have signed a petition supporting the amendment on a law that's already been passed. So comparing the two, initiatives allow citizens the opportunity to garner grassroots support for new ideas to be voted into law in local cities, towns, and county elections. Referendums, on the other hand, also use petitions. However, in the case of referendums, citizens are voting for amendments on laws that's already been passed. So a possible con of initiatives is that less than half of statutory initiatives were approved by voters and enacted into law, according to Arizona Board of Regents published in 2013. However, a pro of initiatives is that while they do require 10% of the population support for a new proposition or 15% of the population support for an amendment on the state constitution, they are allowed 120 days to gain those required signatures. A pro of referendums is that they only require 5% of the voting population support. However, they only are allowed 90 days to gather that 5% support on the referendum petitions. So by reserving the exclusive power of proposing laws and amending the state constitution independent of elected officials, the Arizona Constitution is supporting direct democracy. This can be explained in the following scenario where I'm going to talk about real laws that were passed through initiatives. So let's say there was a politician that ran on the platform that they were going to do two things. They were going to ban inhumane treatment of farm animals and allow for the medical use of marijuana. Now, citizens could vote in an election on the basis that this politician would fulfill their promise. However, this politician may not be able to fulfill their promise for a variety of reasons. So, citizens can use direct democracy to pass these laws with an initiative petition. Now, this actually did occur. In 2006, citizens used initiatives to pass a law that banned the inhumane treatment of farm animals. And they also passed another law that allowed patients with debilitating medical conditions to receive marijuana from regulated dispensaries. Referendums also support direct democracy, as they've allowed for more state taxes to fund education. In 2000, Governor Hull pressured legislature to put an education sales tax referendum on the ballot. And Governor Brewer succeeded with this same strategy in 2010. So it's not just citizens that can use referendums. Politicians can also use referendums to look out for their citizens' direct needs. This information is from the Arizona Board of Regents, published in 2013, as well as the Arizona Constitution, Article 4, Section 1. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening.